Yes. And we have matchy-matchy outfits for you guys today. How fabulous is that? Those of you guys that got your Women's Strength Nation tank top, make sure you take a selfie and send it to me. I'm pulling together a collage and I want to see your sweet faces. Let's jump in, you guys. I'm so glad you're here. Okay, let's get started. Yeah, you need a band and a circle band. Perfect. Okay, perfect. Okay, let's take our feet separated, and I want you to take a deep inhale up, reaching way up to the sky. Exhale it out. We're going to take a couple minutes to just prepare your body for the workout. Somewhat of a warm-up, but it's really to get you activated so that your body feels well and gets the most from the workout. Bring your hands up, but we're going to stay up, hands up. Just drop your right hand down and reach up. I mirror, and so, okay. Take a big inhale up, and I want you to really activate lengthen out the distance between your rib cage and your hip bone here. So press up to the sky and then take a slight lean. And now I want you to turn and look under your left underarm while you're pressing upward. So press upward so that you get that nice stretch through the front of the hip. And inhale up. Let's do the same on the other side. Left hand down, reach up, take a slight lean, lengthen the distance between your rib cage and your hip, really lifting long. And then I want you to rotate and look under that underarm and lift your chest up. Yes, of course. Oh, you guys are in for a treat with this one today. And relax down. Okay, let's come into side to side twist. And I want you to just let your arms relax all the way around you. Let your spine release. And I want you to come into a rotated position where you're almost looking fully behind yourself. The toe that's pointing, I want you to really activate and squeeze your glute. So left glute, right glute, left glute, right glute. Yes, really releasing, letting your spine come into rotation to fully relax and release, reset the hips, and it just feels so good. Let those hips anchor down while you twist around. Hey, that rhymes. And let's do two more. And relax, take your feet nice and wide, toes are forward, soften your knees, send your hips back, and I want you to just come side to side, focusing your energy and your body weight into the heel. So really drive into your left heel, right heel. Heavy onto that heel so that your hips are pressing backward, getting a good stretch on the inner thigh of that leg that is straight. Draw inward on your abdomen. And if this is totally comfortable and feels awesome, I want you to just sit a little deeper, coming all the way down into that side lunge. Hey, exercise model. You're not supposed to be checking text messages. You guys, my exercise model is checking her text messages during our professional film video shoot here. Okay, if you guys are wearing your Apple Watches or your heart rate monitor, our exercise model says to get your Apple Watch started for your workout. Okay, guys, sit super, super deep. And come on up, and I want you to just turn to the side, step forward, and we're going to be doing our reach and reverse lunge. So let's take a big reach. Step back into a lunge, but just hand on the thigh for now. Alternating sides. Big reach, big step back, hand on the front of the thigh. We're going to do a few of these. If this is super comfortable, super easy, and very open for you, we're going to make it bigger by reaching, dropping all the way down. Reach way up, drop down. Yes, exactly. My background dancer is going to perform modifications for you guys. If you have limited mobility, or if you're newer to my workouts, letting your back knee drop down to the ground so that you get that hip flexor stretch. But I still want you to really press into your front knee, press into your front heel as you step forward from back to front. So right here, heel. Press into your heel here. And let's do a couple more. Really open up those hips. Okay, come back into a lunge and stay. From here, I want you to reach up. We're coming into the world's greatest stretch. From here, turn towards your leg that's in front. Bring your hand back to your heel. Short pause. Yes, you can. Inhale up, hands to the ground, and I want you to just step forward, step back on the other leg. Scoop up, turn towards your leg that's in front, hand back onto the heel, big reach, pause for a moment. Enjoy that stretch. And let's continue alternating. So inhale up, hands down, step forward, step back, and repeat. Scoop up, turn to the leg in front, hand to the heel, letting that hip open. Inhale up, and let's alternate again. Oops, step forward, step back, scoop up, turn. If that doesn't get you opened up and awake on this Saturday morning, I don't know what will. Big reach. Oh, so good. Let's do one more on each side. Relax down, step forward, step back, scoop, twist, and stretch. Did you see us? Oh, you did?
Video, Tom.
Do you want to work out with us, Tom?
We're recording. We got a lot of people. We're doing a whole video. She's leading.
I am. It's a live workout. Coming to a stretch, guys.
What kind? No.
Nah.
Training. Women getting strong.
And relax. You're going to step forward, and I want you to slowly roll up. When you come up, lift your knees a bunch of times. It's so funny. It'd be so funny if he joined us. That's Jill's neighbor that was here back in the pool. Big lift those knees up. Okay, guys, let's get into the workout. So you are going to need a handled resistance band, a set of dumbbells, and a circle band. We're gonna start first with one single dumbbell. Grab yourself a single dumbbell. This one's probably perfect for you.
Do you need water?
Not right now, I'm okay, thank you. Okay, first exercise, I'm gonna demonstrate for you guys the 2 exercises. So for those of you guys that are doing 3 supersets, you can get out ahead of me. We'll be doing 2 supersets. So first superset starts in a plie position, 1 dumbbell in your left hand, right here in front of you. Yep, so here what we're gonna do is we're gonna come into a plie squat and then a single arm press. Plie, single arm press. We'll do the first set here, second set on the other hand. After that, second exercise, you're gonna need a resistance band. Resistance band under your left foot. You're gonna turn to the side, choke up on your resistance band so that your handle is down towards your foot, and it's a single arm row. Only on the right side, okay? That's our first set. Second set, you'll repeat single arm press here, single arm row here. You guys ready? Exercise model, are you ready?
Do it.
Okay, let's do it. Plie first, toes are turned open, dumbbell in that left hand. You guys ready? Here we go, plie and press. You've got 15. Make sure you're counting out your repetitions because I may or may not be accurate to the number of repetitions. Super tall, letting those knees really press backward in space. So at the bottom here, think about activating your glutes, opening your hips, and really pressing your knees behind you so they come into a bit more of an open position at the bottom here. Sitting nice and deep. If the depth is challenging for you, you don't have to go quite so deep. And you also don't have to use any weight if you don't want to. And let's do one more. Grab your resistance band, and we're gonna go into that single arm row. Turning to your left, band is under your foot, choked up near your hand. You're in a semi-lunge, single arm row. 15. If your resistance band is too easy for you, you can pause here on the back end for that single arm row. Really pull right there. Drawing your shoulder blade in towards your spine and really activating your elbow back, drawing that shoulder blade back and down. So you still want to press your shoulder blade down towards your hip, even though we're in a somewhat forward bend here. Pull and pull. We got 15. Please count out your reps. Also getting a little bit of a glute activation on that left leg here. And 2 more. And relax. Short break. Those of you guys doing 3 sets, go ahead and start on your second set. You're going to do your plie and press here, and then you're going to do your single arm row here. For those of you doing 3 supersets, you're going to split it half and half or do a full set on both sides. Short break. How did that first set feel? So depending on how your depth was on that plie squat, you're going to go a little bit deeper this set if you can. And again, remember, if the squat is enough for you, you can also get rid of your dumbbell, or those of you guys that are more advanced, use a heavier dumbbell on this exercise. This is a great exercise to be going a bit heavier. Okay, here we go. Plie squat, toes are turned open, heels are about shoulder width distance apart, a little bit wider. Hand is in your right hand, dumbbell is in your right hand this time. Here we go, plie, press other side. Deep plie, staying super heavy into your heels, really heavy into those heels, pressing your knees back in space to activate your glutes at the bottom here. So you really want to think about pressing your knees back, and you'll feel it in your glutes. You'll feel your hips open up. If this exercise is easy, I want you to go a bit deeper. Standing super tall here, really reaching up over your head. Knees are wide, toes are relaxed. All your body weight is on your heels. And 2 more, big reach. 1 more, grab your resistance band and let's go into that single arm row on the other side. Band is under your right foot. Choke up on it a little bit, stepping back into a modified lunge and rowing back. Shoulder blade is pulling towards your spine, pausing on the back end if you need it, right there. Adjust your band if it's too easy or too hard. Your handle is probably going to be right around your knee before it loses tension here at the bottom. So here at the bottom, the handle comes to about the knee before it loses tension. You can also make it super, super tight if you need a bigger workout today. Keep your body weight heavy on that right heel. Press into your right heel right there. So you're getting a little bit of that glute activation as well. 3 more. Remember, you're doing 15, especially when we're doing these unilateral workouts. And 1 more. And relax. Short little break. Next exercises, let me show you these 2 for those of you guys that want to get out ahead of me and do a few more. Next exercise, you're going to use 1 dumbbell. It's ideal if it's a slightly heavier dumbbell, maybe 5, 8, 10, some of you 15, 20, 25, depending on where your current fitness level is. You're going to hold your dumbbell at your center. Feet are kind of narrow, but your toes are turned open slightly. So from here, you're going to do a front squat, stand, and immediately go into a reverse lunge, squat, reverse lunge on the other side. And we're going to alternate. So in total, you're going to do 15 lunges on each leg for a total of 30 squats in the middle. This is a big exercise. After that, we're going to go into our tricep overhead extension. You can hold your dumbbell side to side. If your dumbbell's light, you can also hold it end to end. It really depends on the size of your dumbbell here. Okay, you guys ready? Grab your dumbbell, grab the weight load that works for you. Heels are about shoulder width distance apart. Turn your toes open. Dumbbell is at your chest. Here we go. We're going to squat and then step back into a lunge. Squat and lunge. Good, continue. Squat and lunge. So count out 15 for each lunge. So you've got 15 lunges on each leg, a total of 30 squats. You are going to be feeling your booty later today, my friend. Get out your booty shorts, put on your bathing suit for those of you guys that are still in warm weather. Show off that booty today because you are going to get a big old booty pump after this exercise. When you're stepping back into your lunge, here, make sure that you're heavy onto your front heel. All about that front heel, keeping your chest lifted, keeping a little bit of an arch in your lower back, okay? As I always talk about, you actually don't want your lower back to be flat. You want it to have a bit of an arch, especially at the bottom of your squat here. Standing nice and tall in the center, driving into that front heel. Feel the burn, my exercise model says. Squeezing your glutes at the top here. Remember, 15 in total on each leg. Big lunge back. Sit nice and deep. Drive into that front heel. We got a few more here. Oh, is that good? One more each side. Yep. And relax, going straight into that tricep overhead press, dropping it straight down and up. Listen, if your heart rate is up from those reverse lunges, take a minute and just kind of walk your feet around a little. You can walk forward and back as you're performing this exercise, because I don't want you to just totally stop cold after those walking lunges. So just kind of keep your legs moving a little tiny bit if your heart rate is up from those reverse lunges. Squeeze your triceps at the top. Big squeeze right there. Squeeze. If this is easy, you can pause on the bottom. You can pause right here before you press it back up. Pause, press, pause, press. When you're pausing at the bottom, you don't fully release the dumbbell below you. You want to keep, I love it. Jill showing you guys her big muscles. You don't want to pause. You don't want to completely release tension at the bottom of the exercise. Here, keep a little bit of tension. 2 more. 1 more. Short break. Take a short rest. Let your heart rate recover. We're going to do this again. Second set, exactly the same. Now, on the second set, if you want, if your first set was very comfortable, you can actually go heavier on this second superset because these are bilateral exercises. So reevaluate, how did your first set feel? Grab a heavier dumbbell for the second superset. Those of you guys out ahead of me, keep on going. Jump right into that second superset. Short little break. Keep your legs moving. Grab some water if you need it. You guys ready? Here we go. We're going to repeat that squat to reverse lunge. Dumbbell is staying in contact with your upper chest. Make sure that you squeeze your glutes here when we come back to the standing position. You guys ready? Here we go. Squat, back to lunge. Squat, back to lunge. You can move faster. You can move slower, whatever works for you. Drive into your heels. Keep your toes relaxed. Super important. On your squat, let your toes rotate open a little tiny bit. Driving into your heels from the bottom to the top of both positions. So here, it's a heel. And here it's a heel. Always pressing into your heels so that there is no tension in the toes. Pressing into the heels really helps to activate the posterior chain on your body. Everything from your heels all the way up the back of your body to your head. It even activates and influences the muscles of your back and the back of your neck, which influence the position of your head. Drive into those heels, standing super tall, squeeze your glutes there before you come back into that lunge. Glutes, taking a break, heart rate's coming up here. For those of you guys that are tracking your heart rate, you'll want to grab it after this last set just to see where your heart rate is. Couple more. Standing tall, really squeezing your glutes, pressing through those heels. 15 on each side. We're pretty close here. And let's do one more. One more on the other side. Going right into that tricep press. Now, again, if your heart rate is up, please take a moment to lift your knees, to let your heart rate slow down a little before you fully stop moving. Triceps over your head. Here we go. Tricep and press. Pausing at the bottom if you need a bit more resistance. So you can literally just kind of move around in space very gently like this. As your heart rate comes down, I don't want you to get dizzy. And then once that heart rate is down, find your spot, squeeze your glutes. Pausing at the bottom if you need it. Pause and press. Pause and press. Abs nice and strong, drawing inward, really lengthening out. Right there. Pause, squeeze those triceps. Pause, squeeze those triceps. Oh, I love this for the back of the arms. It's so good. Two more. One more. Okay, short break. Those of you guys doing 3 sets, get a move on if you're not already in it. And I'm going to demonstrate our next superset. You're going to need a circle resistance band for both of the next 2 exercises. Grab your circle resistance band. If you are using Spry like I am, you're going to want either a green, yellow, or red band. Some of you might be up to the blue or the black, but generally for this superset, you're going to want the green or red. Stretch your band, step through. Yellow is easiest. Yellow easiest, then green, then red, then blue, then black. Your band is above your knees. First exercise, what we're gonna do, let me show you both exercises. First exercise, give yourself some space. You're gonna come into a partial squat and we are doing lateral band steps. Now, the key to a lateral band step is that you stay in your partial squat. Now, if you've got space, I want you to do 15 in one direction, 15 back. That's what I'll be doing, but I'll be on and off the camera. So 15 in one direction, 15 back. Second exercise, feet together, knees are soft. If you need something for balance, please hold it, a chair, a wall, something. But from here, you're going to keep a slight arch in your lower back, extending that leg, and it is a glute hamstring kick back here. Squeezing the glute in the back, 15 on one leg. Then we'll repeat 15 on the other leg. Those of you guys doing 3 supersets, you're gonna have to do double or split your set. Are we ready? Bands in place. Let's go, guys. Start with your feet together. Come into a partial squat. Partial squat here, and here we go. Taking steps out. You've got 15 in each direction. Continue. I might have to change my camera angle. That sun is like, oh no, I guess it looks pretty good. We got the morning sunshine coming up here. I'm not used to working out this early, you guys. You know, our East Coast workout time is 10:30, 7:30 a.m. here on the West Coast time. So we got the sunrise coming in, which is going to make it absolutely beautiful. I want to make sure you guys could still see me on the camera. Okay, sit nice and low. Remember, 15 in each direction. Keeping your body weight low, but also give me a little bit of an arch in your lower back that really helps to activate the glutes a bit more. Stay nice and low, keep your knees bent, keep your body weight down, and really give me a little bit of that hip booty pop back to activate those glutes. 30 steps in total, 15 in one direction, 15 in the other direction. Next exercise, feet together. Find something for balance if you need to. Knees are bent, and from here, you're going to kick back on that right leg. Kick back on that right leg. You got it? Yep, partner. If you have a partner exercising with you, you can throw your partner's balance off by using them. No, it's fine. It's fine. You can do it. It's totally okay. I'm rock solid. I got my balance here. I got my core control down. Squeeze that glute on the back end right there. And if you are holding on to something for balance, you could even pause on the back end. Now, the pause on the back end is a bit harder when you're just doing freestanding without any support. You could still do it. It's just a little bit harder depending on your core control. But if you are freestanding like I am, just give it a kick back, really activate, squeeze through your glute here, trying to keep your chest upright. You don't want your upper body to be changing much in its angle, okay? You want to keep your upper body angle about the same. I will tell them. Couple more here, 2 more. And let's take a short break, and then we're going to repeat these 2 exercises, side step, and then we will do the glute on the other side. So Jill had a great observation. As I was doing this exercise, standing on this leg, kicking back on this leg in the glute actually does get a workout. So you are getting a bilateral workout, 2 different kinds of contractions. So just like when we do our single leg deadlift, your supporting leg is actually getting a bit of a workout here simply by stabilizing you. And so you may feel it through the glute on that leg that you're standing on. That's a good thing. Okay, second set, let's go. Lateral steps, start with your feet together, sit deeply. If that first set was easy, guys, sit deeper. Come on, give me a little bit more. Remember, the name of the game is to work 20% harder than your current fitness level right now. So I want you to challenge yourself here. Sit a bit deeper, take a bigger step, really step out with your whole leg. Don't step with just your lower leg. I want you stepping with your thigh so that your glutes really get that activation. This is a glute exercise. Even though you've got a lot going on with your legs in general, even though we're doing a partial squat, it technically is a glute medius exercise. So good for the hips. So good to help you get stronger for any squat type exercise, like those plie squats that we started the workout with. 15 each direction. Oh, does that feel so good on your booty?
Booty glooty.
Booty glooty. So good. Okay, and second set, going into those kickbacks on the other side. So I'm going to turn the other direction. You got kickbacks on your left. If you did it on your right on that first set, use something to anchor you if you need to, and just kicking back. Really activate and squeeze through that glute. Remember, if you are using something to stabilize you, give me a bit of a longer pause here. And if you're freestanding, try it because it's a great skill. If you can actually pause and hold that contraction here while you're not anchored, that's really, really good in terms of skill level, control, and your ability to come into this contraction with a full pause. But no worries if you can't. Kicking back is just absolutely okay. 15 on each side. You don't want to lean forward too much. Nope. Oh, you're going to adjust. You're going to have a little bit. Your upper body is going to move forward and back a little tiny bit. But what I don't want is a lot of this. Exactly. We don't want a lot of that. And in fact, I was actually just looking at someone on Instagram yesterday. She has 4.5 million followers on Instagram. She was demonstrating this exercise with like awful technique, fully bending over. Listen, there's a time and a place for every nuance of an exercise, but the whole point here is to stay more upright and limit your upper body movement so that all of the effort goes into your glute. One more and relax. Short break. Oh, thank you for bringing my water. Short break. Those of you guys doing 3 supersets, go for it. You got your 3rd superset of that exercise. Let me show you our next superset. Go ahead and get rid of your circle band. You are going to need a dumbbell, moderate weight dumbbell, and we're going to be doing a single leg deadlift with an upright row. Let me show you from the front, and then I will do it with you from the side. Feet together. You're going to stand on your right leg, dumbbell in your left hand. On your right leg, dumbbell left hand. From here, you're going to come into your single leg deadlift, tap down, come to an upright row. Single leg deadlift, upright row. That's our first exercise. Second exercise, you're going to have to pick up your second dumbbell. Second dumbbell, which one do you want to use? Here, you use those. I'll use these. I'll give you the easier ones. Okay, second exercise, have your other dumbbell nearby. We're doing a bicep hammer curl. Bicep hammer curl. So that means, okay, so that means that your palms are facing each other for this hammer curl. Okay, you guys ready? So you are on your right leg, holding your dumbbell in your left hand. We've got our single leg deadlift, keeping your hips and pelvis nice and level to the ground. Here we go. 15, upright row. Single leg dead, upright row. Now remember, it's absolutely okay on this exercise too, if you want to use something to stabilize you for balance, like a chair over here on your right hand, anything to stabilize you, it's absolutely okay. Make sure that this is the right intensity, the right effort level, and the right skill for where you are right now. Continue. Upright row in the front. I'm just going to show you guys from the front so that you can see. You want the heavier one? Okay. Do you want this one? Okay. No, it's not. You've got 2 different dumbbells.
I know, I'm just holding it.
Oh, I see. Okay. Upright row.
20% more.
And you got 15. And then we're going to go right into that bicep curl with 2 dumbbells. Here we go. One more. And relax. Bicep curl. You sure? Okay. Bicep curl, hammer curl. Feet are together. Knees are soft. Palms stay facing each other. Keep your chest lifted. Shoulders drawn back. Right there. Abs drawn in. Spine is long and tall. I really want you to think about having a long, tall spine, reaching your head up towards the ceiling or the sky. Squeeze those biceps. Getting a good arm workout today. I feel so good. Chest stays lifted, abs drawn in.
What do people know? It's good news in California.
Why?
It's only moderate air quality. It's the first healthy day.
Ooh, we have in California, we have our first day of better air quality. The air quality has been terrible all week. And so today is our first day that it's actually finally starting to clear due to the fires and general September weather. Okay, one more and short break. Okay, next set, we're gonna do that single leg deadlift, upright row on the other side, and then we'll simply repeat that dumbbell curl after this short break. So grab some water if you need it, and make sure that you stay after the workout. We'll do a short little Q&A. If anyone's up for some walking lunge workshop, I will be doing a walking lunge workshop. I don't know if my exercise model will be. Judging by the look on her face, she may not be doing it with us. But I will be doing a walking lunge workshop for you guys, because we got to keep our momentum, friends. Okay, you guys ready? Let's go for that single leg deadlift on the other side. So this time, you're standing on your left, dumbbell is on your right. So you're moving from here, upright row. Okay. You ready? I'll stay front so you can watch me. Knees are soft, coming into our single leg deadlift, and then upright row. Please count out your reps.
That's how I met you in a walking lunge workshop.
You did?
Yeah, we were in Hawaii.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Teaching a client.
Oh my God.
Got a walking
That's hilarious. We did walking lunch workshops. And that's funny. Jill was just saying when we first met, Jill and I first met in Hawaii years ago. I was with a client training him. She was working with him. And I was having them do walking lunges on the beach. And where were we? Maui?
Yeah.
That was Maui?
Baldwin Beach.
Yeah. Okay. In Maui. That's where we actually first met. So I think it's appropriate that you would do the walking lunge workshop today. Oh, that's okay. Okay, that's fine. Squeeze your glutes at the top, guys. Elbow nice and high for your upright row right there. Keep your weight on that front heel. 2 more.
And you should feel it. Probably.
Yes, you should. There, right? Yes, you should feel it right there. Good job, exercise model. Bicep curl. Bicep curl. Good job. Okay, here we go. Hammer curl, guys. Chest up, shoulders back and down. Palms are facing each other. Just like that. Chest is forward. Bottom of your chin should be parallel to the ground. Nice and long at the bottom. Shoulder blades drawn back towards each other and pressing down towards your hips. Super tall spine, chest is up. Oh yeah. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. Squeeze them together. The more you bring your shoulder blades together, here. The more you press your chest forward, here. The more you're going to get it in your biceps. Keep your elbows mostly in place. Your elbows do move forward slightly, but we don't want a big change in the angle of your upper arm. And 1 more. And relax, short rest. Third supersetters, you're gonna do 15 on each leg for that single leg deadlift or split your set, whatever feels good for you today. Wow, we are cruising through this workout, holy moly. 5th superset, guys, we are going down onto the ground. We've got an ab superset. Woo-hoo-hoo, ab superset, and then we're gonna do some walking lunges. Let me demonstrate the 2 exercises that we're gonna be doing. First exercise, you're gonna come down onto your hands and knees. Hands are underneath your shoulders. If you have wide shoulders, that means your hands are gonna be wide. So from here, we're gonna step back into a plank, and you're gonna bring one knee up towards your nose, and then we're gonna alternate. Knee to nose, alternating. Knee to nose, alternating. Got it? First exercise. Second exercise, on your back, bicep curls, starting from the top, coming into alternating bicep curls. 15 on each leg equals a total of 30. You guys ready? I'm gonna reposition my camera so you guys can see us a little bit better. Oh, that sun is coming in. Hold on. There we go. Let's do that. That'll help. You can always take resting babies pose, Jill says. Okay, you guys ready? So we're gonna do that plank first. So hands are underneath your shoulders. Active arms pressing away from the ground. Okay, very actively press away from the ground. Let's step back into plank position. And here we go. Knee to nose, counting out 15 on each leg for a total of 30. Make sure you keep your abs really drawn in. Hips are lifted slightly, slightly. Got it? Not super high, but definitely a little bit here. Giving a little bit of a roundedness to your spine from your plank position. Really drawing that knee forward, super activating through those abs. 30 in total. Really solid, strong plank. Keeping those abs super activated. Whenever you need to, you can just tap down to take a short break and then return with us when you're ready. Short little mid-set break if you need it, and then just finish out your set. And relax. So Jill asked a great question. If you're feeling pain in your back, does that mean you're weak? So it depends on the definition of pain. If you're feeling muscle activation through there, yes, it means your abs are weak. I don't want anybody feeling overt pain though. Cool. Okay, guys, second set, going into bicycle crossovers. So from here, you're going to crunch up elbows to knees and then come into a crossed position here, just like this. 15 on each leg for a total of 30 repetitions. Abs really strongly drawn in. Use your breath to fuel your exercise. Come on, get those shoulders up off the ground. Lift your shoulders a bit higher. Get them up higher off the ground, guys. Really activate your core. This is such an incredible ab exercise. Emphasize the crossover as much as the lift. So you want to lift your shoulders off the ground, but you also really want to exaggerate the rotation from side to side as if your shoulders are moving over towards your hips. That's the activation, is to think about shoulder to hip, shoulder to hip. 30 in total, 15 on each side, taking a little mid-set break if you need it. And 2 more. Short break, knees to chest. And we're just gonna take a short break, letting your knees come side to side. Those of you guys doing 3 supersets, get on it. We're gonna repeat this plank, knee to nose, and then we'll do a second set of these bicycle crossovers just after this little scheduled break in programming. And from here, I want you to just bring your hands under your knees, and you could just rock back and forth a few times. If that's uncomfortable, just rock side to side. And then I'm gonna have you end in just a seated position for a moment before we come into our second set of plank, knee to nose. Okay, come on back around. Let me get some of this stuff out of the way so you can see me better. Okay, you guys ready? Second superset, plank, knee to nose. You're gonna place your hands directly under your shoulders, very active arms pressing away from the ground. If your shoulders are wide, your hands should be wide. Stepping back into your plank, here we go. 15 in total. Sorry, 15 on each side, 30 in total. Taking a mid-set break if and when you need it. Remember, this is your workout. Make it challenging to where your body is today. If you need a break, take it. If you're new to this exercise and you feel it a lot in your back, it is a good idea to take a little mid-set break. Now, feeling it in your back doesn't mean it's bad for your back. It really depends on the quality that you're feeling in your back. If you're feeling muscular activation in your back, I'm cool with that. If you're feeling overt pain, please take a break and be careful. Okay, a couple more here. We've got 30 in total, 15 on each leg. Just so good all around. Such a good exercise. Stay strong, guys. Keep those hips up. 2 more and relax. Flipping over, coming to your back for bicycle crossovers. Knees come in, hands at your head. You're gonna crunch up to start from the top and then come into your first cross, counting out 30 total repetitions, 15 on each side. Really reach that leg out. Use your breath. Just make sure you're not holding your breath. If this is easy, you can lower your legs so that they are closer to the ground, but just really make sure that you are activating through the abdomen so that you can lift up, getting your shoulder blades off the ground, and really make sure that you're bringing your body into a full rotation thinking about your shoulder moving over towards the opposite hip. Big reach. Feel that burn. Feel the burn. And when you're done, bring your knees into your chest. Give them a hold. What time is it?
8:19.
Oh, perfect. Pull those knees into your chest. Just give me a slight roll side to side. Deeply pulling those knees in to stretch out the hip flexors, stretch out that lower back. Just a gentle massaging by rolling side to side. And from here, I want you to literally just pull your knees in towards your body. Take your arms out to the sides, keeping your knees in close to your body. Let's just drop your legs over to the side, coming into a spinal twist. And if this is comfortable for you, you can look over the opposite shoulder. So if your knees are twisting to your right, you look over your left shoulder to come into a full spinal twist. Getting that great stretch through the back. You might feel it through your left hip. You might feel it through your left chest. Just depends on where you feel it. Draw your abs in, bring them in towards your torso, okay? Reposition, neutralize your spine. Take your arms out to the side and knees over to the other side. Dropping over to the left, looking over to your right. Getting that great stretch through your back and your hips. Spinal twists are really good, and spinal twists are particularly supportive of your body during season changes, which we are in right now. On the West Coast, it doesn't feel like we're moving into fall yet, but I know the rest of the world does. And spinal twists are just really good to help ease the body through that transition of a season change. Really great pressure for the adrenal glands. And it's also just such a good stretch for your back and your hips. Use the strength of your abs to bring your knees back to center. And let's just have you come to a seated position. And I want you to stretch your legs out in front of you, reach up over your head, and then come into a forward bend, whatever that means for you. So depending on your flexibility, if you are able to fully collapse down towards your legs and your feet, please do so. If that's too intense for you, don't worry about it. There's a lot of do's and don'ts on this exercise, but really the truth is, as you come into a forward lean, what kind of a stretch are you feeling anywhere in your body? And you just want to feel into that stretch and just relax into it wherever you are. So if you feel a stretch here, just release into it, because then you're going to be able to release a bit deeper. If you feel the stretch in the back of your legs versus the stretch in your back, it's all good. Wherever you feel it is where you feel it. With each breath, you should be able to release just a hair deeper. Yeah, it's good. I get this more in my back, believe it or not. That's where my tightness is. Yeah, I know. You got those long legs, that's why. Okay, and relax. Let's bring the soles of the feet together. Let the knees release down towards the ground, and then just relax and collapse forward into one of my ultimate favorite stretches. Does that just not feel so good? It feels so good on those hips, right? So incredible. So good, so good. Let that knee really drop down. Letting those hips open. And relax. Okay, one more mobility exercise that we sometimes do during the beginning of the workout, but we're going to do it now because it's actually going to set us up for our walking lunge workshop. So from here, just bring your knees together, and I want you to just come over to a crouched position with your feet together directly underneath you, and you're just going to rock forward and back, bringing pressure to the toes. And if this is easy for you, bring your knees all the way down to the ground and then rock back. So the whole point is to stretch and bring some compression to the forefoot and toes. Trying to keep your feet together. If you can keep your feet together all the way from toes to heels, heels pulling together, that's ideal. But if you need to keep your heels a little bit separated, that's normal. That's okay. Just rocking back and forth. Do you feel that in your toes? You don't? That's actually easy for you? Yeah. So yeah, for those of you guys that's easy, just really allow your toes to get a lot of bend and a lot of compression because it's so good for the toes, so good for the arches, so good for your feet. And for those of you guys that already do have great mobility in your toes and forefoot, I want you to keep it because there's going to come a day where you start to lose it and you really want to make sure those feet stay super mobile. Okay, from here, let's roll to a standing position and immediately lift your knees 10 times. Super important. Lift those knees 10 times. Lifty, lifty, lifty. Okay, guys, who's going to stick around for our walking lunge workshop? I am going to turn off the recording. So if you're watching this in playback, please know that we are going to do some walking lunges, and I challenge you to do it too. You can start with even just 10 steps, 10 walking lunges on each side. And then over time, just increase how many repetitions you're actually doing. If you're watching this in playback, thanks for being here. I'll see you next time. And for those of you guys that are going to stick around, hold on one second.